Hello, hello, hello. I'm Andrea Stevens,
And I'm Jeanette Mejias, and we are Web's Women.
where exposure brings strength. Hi. Good
Welcome.
evening, afternoon, whatever it is.
Yes, coming live on August 9th, baby.
Episode 101.
Yeah.
You had a nice birthday, right?
And it's my birthday month. I'm still celebrating. You
Yeah.
already know. That's how
I know.
Leos roll, girl.
And listen, that's how Libras
Celebration.
go too.
Yeah, okay. Well, Leos, Libras, all the zodiacs. That's what
Yep.
all those zodiacs. Still celebrating. Everything went really good for the last weekend, and yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice, relaxing. You did some good stuff. You took care of
Yes.
you.
Take care of me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Good,
How
good, good.
you? What's going on with you, girl?
Taking care of me, and the kid and the dogs,
Yeah, that's good.
you know,
That's good.
yeah, yeah,
I feel
relaxing, a little bit of relaxing, a little bit of trying to get my shit together, you know,
okay.
yeah,
A little bit of this, a little bit of that,
a
right?
little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Isn't that a song?
No.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna find one.
it's something similar, but it's not those actual words.
Little bit of this, little bit of
Oh
that.
Lord.
There you go. You knew I
Oh,
found
here
it.
we
I would
go.
find it.
Andrea singing. I'm telling you, if
Oh,
you are uh an agent looking for some vocals on a podcast,
no
Andrea's
thanks.
your girl.
No, 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 no,
She could do
no,
introductions, she could do some jingles.
no.
Um
This shit
well,
only comes to me once in a great while. Just happens to be here.
oh my God.
Oh,
Well, I feel, August is like it's a happy month, but I also find, you know, it's a month that it's the last month of summer. And I
mm-hmm,
feel when August arrives, everything goes at a rapid pace. Before you know
mm-hmm,
it, the kids getting ready to go back to school. I don't want to
mm-hmm,
rush the process, of course, but I keep looking at that calendar. I'm like, oh my God, we only have like, a
mm-hmm.
good 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks left. And that's
Some
it.
kids already started.
Well, yeah, some
So
kids started,
yeah,
if you're in Florida or in the South, yes,
the West Coast. Yeah.
they already started school.
Mm-hmm.
They finished school earlier too. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's why they start early, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But August definitely is one of those months that it's like the oh shit month, I call it. It's
Mm,
the oh shit month, oh shit, we got to get our vacation in. Oh
yeah,
shit, we got to get the stuff ready for school. Oh shit, what did I not do that I needed to do? Right? What did I
yeah,
put aside that I needed to do that I didn't do? Right?
yeah.
So
August is yeah.
it's the oh shit month, I call it.
Oh shit, yeah, yeah. That's pretty
Uh,
accurate. Pretty accurate.
yeah, that's what I call it at least.
Yeah.
I'm cramming in a vacation. I'm
Well,
cramming it, yeah, yeah.
well, you're trying to get it in, and it is the end. August does. Now, don't get me wrong. Summer really officially ends September 21st, I believe, or 22nd. It's later
It's later. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but given the climate in New Jersey, it depends. I can't even say that because I've been to the beach in September. It's been hot enough days. So
Mm-hmm.
can't even say that September gets cool,
Right.
so but I think historically my mindset's always been August is it and summer, even though it's not technically.
Right, right.
Yeah, for me it is.
Yeah.
Especially when school starts, to me that's like, okay, summer ended.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I call it the oh shit month. Get it all
Yeah,
in. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry
let's
up. Get it all in.
let's not rush and
No,
let's
I'm
not,
I'm rushing. I'm rushing to get my ass to New Jersey.
Yeah, so let's talk about when you coming down, girl.
Next week. Next week. We got about a week. Got about a week, and I will see your face. And I will get to see. Oh, there's so I can't wait. I just can't wait.
That's
I
exciting.
mhm. You
Exciting.
know,
I'm in New
I'm
Jersey.
yeah, I'm excited to go to Roseanne's farm. I'm
Mhm.
excited to like take a nap with the bees. That's I've been like I have this fear my whole life of bees, and she has a um this therapy type space where you take a nap on bees. The bees are all underneath you.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And
Shut
it's
up.
yes, it's like this. Yes, it's really good for you. And
Wait,
I'm going to do it.
you need to back that up for 1 minute.
I might not stay that long in there in that space, but I am going to
Uh,
brave
they're in
I
glass, right? They're like in some kind of plastic
it's
container.
like a wooden shack. Like a wooden upper scale type shack, it looks like.
And then what? They're
I
underneath
know.
the
You
thing that
think
you
I'm nuts. I know.
no,
But
I'm
it's like
trying to understand. So you're laying down on what?
it's like a wooden um it's like a wooden like a little wooden I want to say it's a shack, like it's a little wooden house type thing.
Okay.
Um
Is it the sound of
it's the
them
bee
buzzing?
sound. It's yes. So
No.
um
What if they escape and
I'm
bite you?
trying, it's called like I think she calls it like a honeybee suite. And it's like a wooden, like it's a cute little wooden shed almost with glass windows and like and you can lay on the it's on you lay on the wood. Like
Okay.
you lay on the wood and the bees are underneath you, I believe.
Well, I
Like you
hope
lay on the
I
wood,
hope
like
there's
you
no
lay on
cracks.
blankets and there's pillows there, but
I
it's the
hope
sound of the bees like that are underneath you,
I
right?
hope
They're
there's no cracks in the wood and they escape. That's all I'm gonna pray for you. But it does sound very
if you come there, you'll be able to see it.
oh, I'm coming. I'm coming.
I'm coming. Well, this should be very interesting. I mean, I'm excited to kind of see. I mean, I don't think Roseanne knows yet that I'm
We
coming to sleep with the
definitely
bees, but sometimes, when you're Italian, you sleep with the fishes. But no, I'm going to be sleeping with the bees.
wow. We'll be airing that episode. What date is that?
That's
We'll
next
air
week.
that on the 23rd because I'm sure whoever's listening, I know I'm going to be very curious as to what that experience was like for you. So,
We can record live right outside of the bee suite.
mm, mm.
Roseanne will be there. She can tell us about it. It'd be
Mm,
pretty cool.
it's
It's
possible.
like the first, one of the first, I think it's one of the first or the first in New Jersey.
That's pretty impressive.
And who the
Interesting.
hell knows if there's one up here in New York, but I'm going to go there and check it out. Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah. And I might get
exciting.
to see all my alpacas. Yeah.
Yeah, get your
Fun. Have a little campfire at the farm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's very, very you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very exciting. I'm
Yeah. So it'll be
excited.
exciting.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to see you come.
I mean, bees have been a fear of mine like since I was young, like little. I wouldn't play outside because of the bees and the ants
Yeah.
when I was young. I'd freak out and I'd stay inside and I wouldn't play with my friends. So for me to go lay on
That's huge.
a bunch of bees is huge for me. Yeah. But I
Mm,
know. But I'm
wow.
coming, Roseanne. If you're listening, I'm coming to sleep with the bees, not the fishes, the bees.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I wanted to um I kind of wanted to talk very briefly about um goals and
Mm-hmm.
you know everybody has goals, dreams,
Or
all kinds of
bucket list items. Yeah.
plans
Yeah.
in life. Everybody has it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But lots of times what we find, and I myself have been guilty of that, we just put it on the wayside for whatever the reasons are,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's there's no time or, you know, there's a conflict or there was an emergency or whatever. It could be a million reasons why we don't pursue whatever we have listed or written down for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think what I find, not only there are your own personal reasons, I think plays a factor, but also is who you surround yourself with. If
Sure.
you surround
Yeah.
yourself with people who are not inspiring to do anything in their life, or they're not dreamers, or they're not goal getters, chances are you're not going to be either.
Right.
I think that in order for anyone to pursue whatever that is, and goals are not or dreams are not far within our reach,
Right.
but it's what we tell ourselves. It's that conversation you have mentally and what you hear from people. I can't tell you how many times somebody say, "Oh, but you can't do that." Why couldn't I do it?
Yeah.
Right? And oftentimes if somebody tells you, "Hey, Andrea, you know what? You can't do that," it's because they try to do it and they couldn't accomplish it. And even if that's the case, the right thing would say, "Oh, I think you could definitely do it. I'd support you." And I think that that language lacks in so many areas um, in people's lives. And I think that it's important for us to be aware of what we're putting in our mind and what we're thinking about and who and what environments we're putting ourselves in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I think, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it makes a difference.
yeah,
It makes a difference of where you're at. And then it also makes a difference on what you choose daily. Really, what you choose to do daily with yourself and who you choose to be with daily. And you're not with, I think, when you're with your family and with you're in your own space, you know, those people make a difference too, as far as supporting you and not supporting you. But it's also the people that even you associate with, whether it's in a networking type organization, right? Whether it's just even daily, who do you communicate with on a daily basis? You know what I mean?
yeah,
From even at your own job, who are you surrounding yourself with? Are you with the guy, the guy or the girl that complains every 5 minutes at work? Or are you with someone that's like, let's get this done, move forward, and get on to the next?
yes, and that you're absolutely right. And positivity is contagious, but guess what? So is negativity.
Oh, yeah.
No matter how
It's
positive you
worse.
are,
Now, let
right?
me tell you,
Yeah,
negativity is worse than anything. I, being surrounded by it for so many years and
yeah,
trying to compartmentalize everything that I had to compartmentalize so that I could stay away from that. There was no way for me to succeed if I was stuck in that space all day, every day,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
It's like
and I'm triggered by that. I am triggered by the negativity talk.
yeah. And I think it's just having that awareness to remove yourself from those type of environments, those type of conversations. I know, hey, listen, I've been around. I mean, I'd be the first to say many decades ago. It's so sad to say decades because I'm showing my age. But hey, listen, when I was in my early 20s, I was very negative, period. I wasn't
Yeah.
this positive, happy go lucky. I'm not saying I'm like that all the time, but I was a negative person, period.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Yeah.
it was because of the people I associated myself with. Negative as well. Hey, and we hear it all the time. Tell me who your five are, and I'll tell you who you are. Tell me the five
Mm-hmm.
people you
Yeah.
surround yourself with, and I'll know who you are.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's true. It's so
Mhm.
true. And you may not be what, those five people, the elements of those five people.
Mhm.
Um, but it doesn't matter. People will see you like the elements of those people, whether it's bad or great,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
So
Right.
got me thinking, and I have to say that, you know, every day I make a conscientious effort to show up in my day, and I work very hard to ground myself and have peace in my life. And
Mhm.
and it's meant disassociating with people that I should not associate with. Um,
Mhm.
and we hear it all the time. People come for a reason, a season, all that stuff, and that's true. Some people are going to come in your life for a
Mhm.
certain period of time, and you're going to have your seasonal people, and you're going to have your lifetime people, right? So, you know, I find, and I guess because I just recently, had welcomed another year in my life, I always am looking to elevate or pursue different things, whether it's for myself or my family. And I came across which really hit me. So I just thought it was so good to share on the podcast. Because it definitely spoke to my heart, and I think it'll speak to the listener's heart as well, to the heart of the listeners. Um, but it made me think even more about,
Mhm.
the things that I want to accomplish, um, why I should pursue that much quicker. So, um,
What is it? Read it. Read it.
read it now. Okay. So I have to give the credit where it's due. Everybody knows Les Brown is a motivational speaker, and he had wrote this ghost speech. Imagine, if you will, being on your deathbed and standing around your bed, the ghost of ideas, the dreams, the abilities, the talents given to you by life, and that you, for whatever reason, you never acted on those ideas, you never pursued that dream,
Mhm.
never used those talents, you never saw your leadership, you never used your voice, you never wrote that book. And there they are, standing around your bed, looking at you with large, angry eyes, saying, "We came to you, and only
Ooh.
you could have given us life. Now we must die with you forever."
Ooh.
Question is, if you died today, what ideas, what dreams, what abilities, what talents, what gifts would die with you? So I say all this to say, think about your ideas, your talents, your abilities, your gifts. What are you doing with that?
Mhm.
So I thought this was profound. I wanted to drop this in as a seed in the hearts of those who are listening, because I think it's time for all of us to, you know, pursue what's in our heart and not let things just sit around, because we don't know when we're going to be called to leave this earth. So it's thought provoking and
Deep, 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 deep.
deep shit, man. I read that. Like,
That makes me like freak out a little bit.
but I tell you, it was good. It was good. It was good. I thought it was good. I hope it's good for those who listened in. But I definitely want to continue to have that conversation as a part 2 of this podcast about that ghost speech to see,
Yeah.
you know, what lands and what landed.
Well, I'll tell you, it that right there freaked me out a little bit. But when the book part, I like, okay, at least I did like I start looking at thinking about all the things, right? All the things I put on the back burner on the shelf, I procrastinate, right? And I mean, there's a lot of things I think, you know, there's just a lot of things. But the one thing that I can say that I did that I know if something happened to me, like at least that book is there for my kid. Like that will be there at least for my kid, you know. There's just I don't know. I don't know. Like that
That's
makes me
think about.
it makes me think. It
Makes
also
you
makes me
think.
it makes me want to tear up a little bit, you know. I think a lot because I think about my dad, you know, and it was like I think about my dad and the things that he always probably wanted to do. And I don't, you know, he had to, I think, deal with those things,
Mhm.
you know, and I think about him mostly because if you think about it, all of a sudden one day it was like, we give you a year,
I know.
maybe,
That's the
you
whole,
know?
like, we don't know what,
Yeah,
when we're called to, leave this earth.
right. You
And
know, and
sometimes
then
we
you
have
think
time
about,
and we
and you
don't,
think of,
right?
right. And you think about everything like, you know, I was going to do this or I was going to do that, or even like, let's even say, you know, you're in a bad situation with someone at this point, right? And you're like, you know, one of these days I'm going to write a letter to them and I'm going to explain how I feel. And
Mhm.
then you're gone and you never did that,
Mm.
you know?
Right.
And it could be as simple as a letter to write to somebody,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
I just think that this was brilliantly written. It gives you
Mhm.
a lot to think and it helps you think about how you want to
Yeah.
live your life on a day-to-day basis and um and really follow, what's in your heart, but really it's about what you're feeding your mind, you know. Um and we have to nourish our minds in a way that brings us to our, you know, to wake up to our potential and realize how magnificent we really are. And I think that folks
Yeah.
stay away from that, but
Right.
we have to love ourselves.
Right. And I think, yeah, I mean,
And
I
that's,
think,
and if you change the way you think, that's when miracles happen. I,
yeah.
I
Or you
believe.
just, I think a lot of times too, is you have, and I'm guilty of it too, but you have these things that you want to do or accomplish, and people have told you no, and you know you can do them anyway, and you still don't care what people say. You know what I mean? But in the end, do I execute? Did I execute on what I wanted to do? Did I even give it a shot? Did I even give it a
Right.
fair try? You know, or,
I
you
know
know,
what
so
they
I,
say,
yeah,
if you don't fail, you're not even trying, right?
right, right,
It's
right,
back to that.
absolutely.
Like, just go for it. If you failed, okay, at least you tried. And I think people sometimes get afraid, like, oh, well, I can't do that. Oh, I'm not
Right,
like that. Like, well, how do you know? Who's telling you that story?
right,
You
right,
know? Get rid of those narratives and just try. You never know. You never
right, right,
know what's going to wake up inside you. You never know what you could be for yourself, for
right.
people that are in your lives, for your family, for your children. I just think that we owe it to ourselves to bring out the best of ourselves, and live in a way that we just really embrace who we are and have our happy.
Yeah,
And I think that's just a good way to be and to
yeah,
live,
yeah,
strive for.
yeah,
So, so anyhow, that's what I wanted to
yeah.
bring to the podcast. We certainly could continue the conversation as a part 2, as a series to that. But
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
something to think about.
and
Yeah,
it's
something to
it's not
leave our listeners with, something to think about. And
yeah,
yeah, hmm,
100%, 100%. So thank you,
yeah.
everybody, for listening to us. Thank you, Andrea, for always being my partner.
Oh, back at you, back at you.
And everybody, remember, everybody, you're listening to Web's Women.
Where exposure brings strength.